Asheigh Barty is an extraordinary player, but also a novelty on the women's tour. The 22-year-old Australian player had peaked at a very young age, playing doubles. But she decided that tennis was just too much for her at the time, and made the incredible decision to take a few years off. What did she do during that time? Played professional cricket, of course, signing up with the Brisbane Heat and participating in the Women's Big Bash League in 2014. The Ipswich, Queensland native rediscovered her love for the game of tennis, returning for doubles and singles in 2016, sitting outside the top 250. By the next year, she had broken through the top 20. Ashleigh Barty has now won the biggest singles title of her career, the Miami Open, a premier mandatory WTA tournament, in straight sets over Karolina Pliskova, 7-6, 1, 6-3. Barty is quite the phenomenon. The 22-year-old Miami Open champion talked about her inspiring journey back to tennis in her press conference afterwards. "Yeah, it feels like it's a long time ago now since I took the break and since I came back. It's been a few years now, but I certainly feel like I'm a very different person. I feel like I'm a more complete player, I'm a better player. I have been able to put myself into more high-pressure situations and in bigger matches. So it's been, you know, a hell of a couple years since my comeback. I can't really complain at all." Barty elaborated on her renewed appreciation for the sport of tennis. "I think I had a new perspective. Obviously I'm very appreciative of what I have and the people that give their time and their energy towards me and trying to help me become the very best that I can be. I'm extremely grateful for those that are around me and very lucky to have such a genuine group of people." The Australian player also talked about how much the big win meant to her. "Yeah, it's been an amazing fortnight of tennis. It really has. I think it's pretty cool to have played such a good match today, obviously in a big situation and a big match. Certainly proud of myself and happy the way that my team and I have been able to get through these 2 weeks. The win was a big moment for the world No. 11, who will crack the top 10 on Monday thanks to her breakthrough victory in Florida, becoming the first Australian woman to win the title in the tournament's history. Yeah, it's just been an amazing fortnight. It really has. We keep putting ourselves in these positions, and I keep giving myself the opportunity to continue to grow as a person and as a player, and I think that's the most exciting thing." The tournament validates her comeback fight, but the humble player said she did not expect this kind of success. "Oh, I mean, there were zero expectations. I think all it is it's an opportunity for me to continue to try and get better every day and to enjoy the journey that we're on. It's been a beautiful 2 or 3 years since I have been coming back into the sport. I have been certainly able to grab my opportunities with both hands. I have had some heartbreaking losses but also some pretty amazing moments, too. Of the last 33 tennis tournaments, there has been a different winner for each and every one of them, men and women. It's amazing, isn't it? I think particularly on the women's side, I think the level has evened out a lot, and the depth has grown over the last few years. I think anyone in the draw has a legitimate chance of winning the tournament. I think the margins are getting smaller and smaller, particularly in the women's game. The win in Miami and the push into the top 10 are huge motivating factors for the Australian player, who is looking to bring the renewed confidence to clay season. I think that's the beauty of this sport, is that there is always another opportunity to become a better player, to try and make the most of what you can. That's what we have been able to do over this last fortnight, to beat some really quality players. And to back it up each day is probably the most pleasing. With her compact frame, the talented player utilized a variety of shots in the final against Pliskova, including slices, drop shots, paces, and charging the net to bring home the win. However, Barty is known for maintaining a very level-headed approach to life as well as the court. She was asked about her humble demeanor, compared with some of the bigger personalities on the tour. That's an interesting question, she smiled. I think first and foremost I feel like my game has become more well-rounded. I think the best thing is I do feel like, I belong on this tour. I feel like when I play my best, I'm good enough to match it with the very best in the world. Some days it will go in your favor and some days it won't. I think the challenge and the beauty is to just keep going and putting one foot in front of the other and enjoying the journey. Ashleigh Barty's journey has certainly been amazing.